Welcome to the Church of the Spirit monthly meditation for January 2025. The first day of the year. I'd like you to begin by focusing on your breath in this moment. Just put your attention on your breath. And acknowledge, if you would, that this moment, while it's occurring on what we tend to think of as a special day, this is the present moment. And it's perfect as it is. I'd like you to find a comfortable position, physical posture. And you can be seated, you can be lying down. If you are seated, I think it's best to have your feet flat on the floor. If that's comfortable, your physical and mental ease are paramount. You can allow your eyes to close if you haven't already. If you prefer to keep them open, I recommend you find a specific point to focus on. This is a time of year when people think about changes they want to make and self-improvement, and that's wonderful. I'd like you to reflect as you are continuing to observe your breathing without any need to control it. I'd like you to reflect on how wonderful you are as you are. You are perfect as you are, and that doesn't mean you can't change. You can change if you'd like and still be perfect. I'd like you to take a few moments and bask in self-acceptance, self-love, pride. For whatever quality you want to. Or for just being. I'd like you to put your attention back on your breath and observe every exhalation. As you exhale, you may have noticed physical tension dissipating. That's fine, that's natural. Focusing on the exhalation sends a signal to the body. We're doing something different now. We're taking our time. and we can let go, and we can relax now in this moment. I'd like you to imagine there is a small brain at the base of your spine and one on the bottom of each foot. And as you exhale, allow yourself to experience the tension going down those drains. Perhaps you hear it, maybe you feel it. And if there are changes you want to make, you can let go of the old way of doing things and imagine them attaching to the exhalation. Imagine those old ways that you want to change attaching to the tension as it goes down those drains. Acknowledging your absolute divine perfection in this moment, along with the possibility of changing in any way you want and being just as perfect. As you continue to observe each exhalation, I would like you to allow another part of your consciousness to observe, to give notice to a quality that you have, that you are proud of. It can be something simple. You can take credit for being a loving human being. You can give yourself a pat on the back for having honed a specific skill. We are all part of a divine unity, and acknowledging our part of that divinity can help us to let go of the feeling that we're not good enough somehow. We are all unique expressions of divine energy, and therefore we're all different. That's what unique means. But just because we are different and somebody has an idea of a certain way that is best to be, and we don't necessarily connect to that, that doesn't mean that we're not absolutely divine and worthy of acknowledgement and worthy of self acknowledgement. I'd like you to another trait or talent or quality that you really like about yourself and take some time to celebrate it or congratulate yourself. Imagine shaking your hand. Now I invite you to allow your awareness to physically move. I'd like you to allow your awareness to float as it were to a position somewhere above your head. And from this new perspective, I'd like you to notice your body breathing. Notice the space occupied by your physical body, which your awareness is now outside of. So from outside of your physical body, just observe your body without judgment, without analysis, just noticing it in this perfect present moment. And then allow yourself to become aware of the space that your personal energy field is occupying at this moment. From this perspective, ask to be shown a positive quality that you have as a human being that you were not aware of? That is also part of who you are, the unique expression of divine energy that you are occupying in this life. And you can give yourself credit for that. From the perspective of your awareness outside of your physical body, can you imagine the you that is in your energetic field actually separating from your physical body enough so that it can turn and give your body a hug, and in turn allow your physical body to hug the energetic you? If you can accomplish that and it feels good, I welcome you to remain in that state as you bring to mind certain ways in which you may want to change, certain changes that you may have written down in the past week. And if there are more than one, I'd like you to focus on one that might seem more challenging at this moment than the rest. And I want you to just consider if this is something you really have chosen for yourself, or is it possible that you are trying to be something else for somebody else? Whatever the answer is, that's fine. There's no right or wrong. If it is something that you're trying to do for somebody else, that probably has something to do with why it might appear difficult. That doesn't mean you have to change your mind about it. Doesn't mean you have to abandon your resolve to change in that way. But keep in mind that we are always free to change, and that includes changing our minds. And I'd like you to notice your breathing at this moment and realize that you're always moving. All of us, each one of us is always moving. You can hold your breath if you wish, but you're never completely still. Your body is always breathing. So if you have arranged things in your life in a way that you like them, I invite you to recognize that you cannot hold any state in place forever. If you've got things arranged the way you like them, that's great. But acknowledge and realize that everything needs to breathe. So if you notice the slight movement in any situation that is inherent with breathing, rest assured that it doesn't mean you're losing control. Every moment that you have is this moment, and I encourage you to enjoy it, take pleasure in it, and give yourself credit for your part in making this moment what it is. You are a unique expression of divine energy. You are your own authority, and you are perfect as you are. And you may still make any change that you desire. I'd like you to take your time bringing your awareness back into your body. And as you slowly begin to open your eyes, if they're closed, I'd like you to find somewhere in your physical space a living being, plant, animal, person, and cast your gaze on the edge of the outline of that living being. And just notice if they appear different than they have appeared to your visual eyes before. And if they look the same, that's fine. Take your time, slowly open your eyes. Become aware of the surface upon which you are sitting or lying. Feel your connection to the earth. If your feet are on the floor or the ground, feel the energy flowing from you into the earth. And feel the energy from the earth flowing back up into you. It's 7:30. I'll be ending the recording soon. You can remain in this state as long as you would like. But if you have things to do, I just wanted you to know it's 7:30. Thank you for coming. Happy New Year.